When I was in uni, I had some friends who had lake houses in New Hampshire, which was great for me because there's no way my family could have afforded a lake house. So I was really grateful that they welcomed me to stay at their lake houses. And one of my friends, Liz, her father had a seaplane. And one day I got a chance to take a ride in the seaplane. I was so excited. I'd never been in a seaplane before. I'd never been in a little plane before. I'd been in an airliner, but I'd never been in a little plane like that before. And I got to sit in the co-pilot's seat. Liz and my other friend Rob, they sat in the back seat, but I got to sit up front in the co-pilot's seat, right in front of the co-pilot's wheel, so I could have the best view, which was great. Until we got up in the air and I realized something that nobody had told me before we got up in the air, and that was that Liz's dad was a bit of a crazy pilot. And he liked to dive and buzz the houses of his friends on the lake. And without warning, he did this on this little flight. So, I don't remember anything about the scenery on that flight. I don't remember seeing the beautiful white mountains or the lakes in New Hampshire. I don't remember any of that. But this moment is emblazoned in my memory when he went into this steep dive to buzz the house of one of his friends on the lake. As we went into the dive, have you ever been on a roller coaster where you go over that first big hill and your stomach lifts up and your whole body kind of lifts out of the seat? Imagine that times 10. And without any idea of what's going on, without any expectation that this is going to happen. So I find myself, I'm being lifted up out of my seat, and my impulse is, I've got to grab something. What can I grab? Well, the only thing to grab is what's right in front of me, the steering wheel. And I grab onto it, and now, what's more, I know how that steering wheel works. Because many times in high school, I was in Air Force Junior ROTC, and I had flown the simulator in the back of our high school class. And I knew that all you have to do is pull back to pull out of a dive. And so I had this knowledge, so I grabbed the wheel with the knowledge of how to use the wheel. Thank God my rational mind kicked in as quickly as I had grabbed it, telling me, you don't know how to fly this plane, and if you keep this up, this will not end well. And as quickly as I grabbed it, I let go of it, and everyone in the plane was looking at me, including Liz's dad, who said, don't do that again. I didn't do that again, and as it turns out, I didn't get any more rides in the seaplane for some reason. But I think about that story, that story, that image that is emblazoned in my memory. I think about that in the times that we're in right now, where sometimes it just feels like we're in a dive and we need to grab onto something. We need to take control. I don't know about you, but I feel that sometimes. I feel like we got to grab control, got to do something. And can I tell you that a passage in Scripture that has been ringing in my ears and reverberating through my soul since February of 2020 is from Proverbs, and it says this: trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. I don't know about you, but I've had to hear that passage over and over again for the past year and a half. It has had to speak into my life. And here's the thing. I think a lot of people think that trusting in the Lord is some sort of cop-out. It's some sort of passive acquiescence. We just kind of, well, God will take care of everything. I don't need to do anything. That's not what that's about. It's actually about living my life, about taking my responsibilities with trust in God, that God is leading me in all that I need to do. And that is sometimes the hardest work that I need to do, the spiritual work of letting go, of trusting in God, of being still, and trusting His guidance, trusting Him to make my paths straight, to direct me, to lead me, to guide me, to empower me, to equip me, to move me. That's sometimes the hardest thing to do, especially in a time of crisis and upheaval, when the impulse of my amygdala is to grab control and to take control. It would not have ended well if I had taken control of Liz's dad's plane that day. And I know that it's not going to end well if I try to take control of the circumstances around me. But if I trust that He is in control, if I trust that He loves me and He loves His so loved world, and that He is at work, even when I don't understand it, even when there are things that I don't understand around me, but that I have my role to play, then I'm in a much, much better place to be a help, to be an encouragement to those around me, to be able to lift up those around me and not be swirled into my own fears in this time. And so that's my prayer for you today. My prayer for you, if you, like me, want to grab onto control, my prayer for you is that today you will be able to be still, to put your trust in the Lord and lean not on your own understanding. And He will make your paths straight as you submit yourself, as you submit your life to Him today. With that, I do pray that you have a hope-filled day.